NAKAT, you should go in depth of your first tournament. I'll definitely do that. Yeah. All right, so check this out, guys. So my first tournament was 3DB, right? And this was in Montclair, New Jersey. Pee Wee actually hosted this tournament, and so I went to this tournament with Hackru. This was both of our first tournament. Literally, we didn't expect this tournament to be as big as it was, and the people that I've been watching on stream for so long, everybody was at this tournament. Cable, Ally, K-Sizzle, Adamus, Nairo, but Nairo wasn't as big back then. Just so many people were at this tournament that were like known in the New Jersey, New York scene and Pennsylvania, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually with these people in person. And so there were events. There were low tier singles, low tier doubles, regular singles, regular doubles. Me and Jonathan entered. We entered everything together, both the team stuff. We actually, I think, did good in low tier doubles. We got third, I think. But then in low tier singles, I got smacked. He got smacked. Singles, I got double 3-stocked. And I'll go into depth about that, but Jonathan also got double 3-stocked. Now, here's the thing. In singles, my first match was Gunblade. Yeah, it was in that basement, definitely. I had to fight Gunblade. And so I went in because I didn't know who Gunblade was. They just called him. And I was like, you know, I come from Wi-Fi. I think I'm pretty good. So I got this. I can do this. And first match, it was Fox versus Snake. And I thought I was pretty good at the Snake matchup. You guys hear me talk shit about Snake all the time now. So I play, and I lose my first stock. You know, I thought I can bring it back. It's just my first stock. Got two more. I lose my next stock. Then take a stock of his yet. And then he took my last stock. And before you know it, I just realized what happened. I literally just got destroyed. And so I'm like, you know, maybe that was just game one. So let me try game two. He switches to Marth because he beat me so bad he could just go his like second best character. That was also a 3-stock. So literally the match was quick. And that was my first round. And then I go into losers and I play King Tune. 3-stocked again. Both times. So I'm out of the tournament. I don't remember what percent I got him to, but it wasn't close. So I'm out of the tournament, guys. NAKAT's done. Dead last at his first tournament. Congratulations. All that work and effort that you've been putting into Wi-Fi, wasted. Out the door. Gone. And so after that, I just kind of hung out and watched some stuff. Like, there wasn't much I could do. I tried to like talk to people, and you know, I was a big fanboy, so I was taking pictures of all the pros, taking pictures of all, you know, the known people. And then I got a chance to play Ally. He actually played me too, and I was really happy because I didn't think he would play me because, you know, I was really bad and I was new. And so he played me, and you know, I took one game off of him. And he definitely sandbagged me because there's no way in hell I was able to do that. But at the time, I thought that, you know, I actually did something. I actually took a game off Ally, and I asked him, hey, can I take a picture of the victory screen? And he's like, he didn't care. He's like, sure. So I took a picture of that, and I literally treasured that picture forever on my cell phone. And I used to show it to people, like, yeah, I took a game off Ally with Fox. And people, you know, they're like, oh, cool, yeah, you know, dope. But I didn't understand that it didn't actually matter because it was a friendly. So I took more pictures, took a picture of Ally. It was really good. I actually have all the 3DB pictures on my original Wii over there. I have them in the photo gallery thing on the Wii. I don't know why the hell I put them up there, but they're on there. And so that's just a lot of memories. I took so many pictures there. I had a stupid hat that said Naruto aka Tyrell on it. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. But that whole experience changed my life because that was the first time I stepped offline and got to see what it was like to attend a tournament in person rather than competing in online tournaments forever. And I got hooked off of that. It was nuts. I literally got sucked in. And I went to my second tournament, and that's when I beat Doom. And Doom was ranked at the time, and I didn't know what I did, you know, I didn't know how I beat him. I just beat him. And that was great. And people were getting recognition. People, like, Doom was actually upset when he lost to me at that tournament. He's like, You got lucky, man. You're really bad. Like, it's kind of disrespectful, but he was really, like, I don't know. He was salty, but I guess anybody would be salty losing to a guy named Naruto, aka Tyrell. even the TO was pronouncing my name like, what the hell is this guy's deal? Like, he was like, Naruto, aka what? Yeah, that's exactly what Alex Strife said. And yeah, terrible, dude. Like, who is this guy? And so I came, I beat Doom, I beat a few other people, but then I didn't get last. But I lost to EE. And EE is holding this W till his death. He's literally riding the W. Like, I can never say, he always want to know what NAKAT beat me at my second tournament. Congrats. But he's joking around, I hope. So I didn't get last, and I got to watch more. I took more pictures with people, and it was another fun experience. And then I wanted to keep going to see just how far I can take this. So I kept attending, and you know, I never got last after that, but I kept, you know, progressing, doing a little bit better, talking to people, getting to know people, being generally a fanboy of the top players. Like, literally, these guys were my inspirations, man. Mewtwo King, Ally, Anti, D1 was an inspiration as well. Like, I literally, I dig these players and these guys so much, as well as a couple more. And after a while, I met some friends. And generally, these guys were my Smash friends, especially offline too. They were from Montclair, and I become known with these guys. We were like the Montclair kids, and even though I wasn't from Montclair, New Jersey, that was 3X, TJ. Yeah, his tag was Shiny Kun, Afrochimp, D3K. Then this guy named Rizikor came onto the scene. I started hanging out with Pee Wee too. This is when me and Pee Wee became real good friends, and I just played with these guys. And Rizikor was like, the bond I had with him was like I had with LOF members. But Rizikor actually left the scene, and then he just disappeared. He vanished, literally, and just stopped talking to everybody. Stopped talking to me, everybody. And you know, it hurt. Like, that was like one of my best friends, I thought. We teamed for everything. We were static partners, always rooted for each other. We would go even in matches. Like, we were rivals, but best friends. So then he just fell off the face of the planet. But I would like to know how he would have done if he continued the same way I did. But besides that, I started playing with these guys, and I was beating them. And they were telling me about this guy named Orion. And Orion was an established, you know, really good player. Kind of like a top player, but not really, in New York, New Jersey. And they really wanted to see me play him, because all my practice was coming from online. I would like literally grind online all day when I was home. I would not stop playing Wi-Fi, and then I would take what I'd learn and go to tournaments. So I played this guy Orion, right? And I was beating him. And then after a while, he just learned me, and I could never beat him again. Like, I had this insane rolling habit, and he would destroy me every single time. Like, literally, I couldn't do anything. I thought I was hopeless. I thought I plateaued. I thought I was done getting better. So I stopped playing Orion for a long time, and I went back to training solo online. And so I kept doing that, but I still attended tournaments. Like, I never stopped doing that, and I was still not getting last. I was doing a little bit better each time, and each time. And after a while, there's this one tournament that it was like a breakout tournament. Not so much, but it kind of was. And I played Inui at this tournament, and this is the first time, like, Inui was still kind of relevant, and so I beat him at this tournament, right? And I was in a new crew called STPL. That was with Vinny, Minty Flesh, Viva the Saturn, Inui, Izumi, you know, PD, and it was interesting crew, good times, but that disbanded anyway because of Inui. But we played, and I finally beat Inui at this tournament, and he was upset, of course. Like, I changed my tag to NAKAT too by this time, because Naruto Keitaro just wasn't cutting it, and I wanted people to take me serious. Like, I literally had people calling me Naruto at tournaments. It's silly. And so I won, and then I just that set it up for me, because people were like, oh wow, NAKAT's actually doing better. Like, NAKAT actually got a good win, and I got ranked for the first time, guys. Like, I got ranked. I couldn't believe it, and this was almost during 2010. No, this was at some point before Apex 2010. I got ranked 10th. 10th on the power ranking. Like, literally, I went from this guy that got double 3-stocked at his first tournament and doing bad and losing to people to getting ranked on the New Jersey power rankings, and like, that was such a big accomplishment for me. I couldn't believe it, and I always told myself, okay, I got 10th, time to aim for more. I can do this, time to aim for more. So we go to Apex 2010, and I teamed with JB Andrew because JB Andrew was my initial partner. He became my static partner for like a long time now because he was also my best friend, especially in high school, because we went to the same high school. JB Andrew is the guy, the single-handed guy that got me into this community, because at my high school I thought I was hot. I thought I was the best player in the world. This is before I ever played another Smash, actual Smasher. Thought I was the best in the world. I couldn't get touched ever. JB Andrew trash talked them at high school during lunchtime. What happened? Played him online. Smacked me up every single time. Like literally, the way you see me beating DeAndre Media and the way you see me do things to some guys on the stream was exactly what was happening to me against J-Ban. And that, instead of making me sad, that amazed me. That was inspiring, guys. Like, I could not believe that this game could be played like that. And I remember where there was a point in time where I felt that chain grabs were cheap. And he used to chain grab me with DDD every time I chose Snake. And I got really mad one day, and I was like, dude, you can only beat me because of that. Knowing he was better than me, he could beat me anyway. And so he sent me this blog about Praxis. And Praxis was talking about chain grabbing and why, newer players need to accept it, blah, blah, blah. And it really hit me. That was a really good blog, and I understood. And, I didn't get mad at chain grabbing anymore. It was a part of the game. I took it like that. My overall mindset was shifting into that of a competitive player, and I wanted to learn so much more. And so J-Ban stopped playing me because I was useless. Like, he would literally just destroy me. And so this whole time of me attending tournaments on the low and getting better on Wi-Fi, he played me after a while because I got way better and I was beating him with this guy in teams, and he noticed. And so he took me under his wing. But back to Apex 2010. So after all this training, me and J-Ban we team and we beat Def. We beat Lane's team. We did amazing at Apex 2010 in teams. Like, we literally got top 16, I think. And we almost beat the guys that got second place or third. Like, that was when I knew that everything I was doing was paying off and I needed to keep going. So we get to pools, right? I didn't make it out of pools by one match, but I beat Holy Nightmare in my pool. And that set the table for great things for NAKAT. Because after beating Holy Nightmare, an established player, Ally's brother, with Fox, a character that people were thinking isn't good, I put myself on the map. Literally, I put myself on the map in New Jersey, New York, and people started to realize, okay, this kid is getting better. This kid is ranked for a reason, but I wasn't nationally known until this Apex, because now other people from other regions were seeing that, there's a new kid in town, because nobody really knew me. Nobody knew who NAKAT was. They thought that they were just going to trample over me, and yet I did lose, but I didn't make it free. And so as time progressed, I started to get to know more players, and I stuck to Fox. I dropped Luigi because I used to main Fox and Luigi. I dropped Luigi because he wasn't that good, and I picked up Meta Knight as a secondary. But while Meta Knight was good, it needed a lot of work, and I kept working on him undercover, but I stick to Fox. And I started winning, guys. I started beating people, and I remember that I started to place higher in tournaments. Instead of getting constant 17th, I started to get 7th place, and I was getting closer to top 5, and people were noticing that, and then people were acknowledging me a little bit more, but I was still free to some people, especially like top players. And there was a time where I just said, I need to take this further. And so I played Mewtwo King, I think. Oops, drop my mic. I played Mewtwo King for the first time ever in bracket. And literally, it went to last game, last hit. I was considered the Meta Knight Slayer with Foxes, because literally there was a Meta Knight that could not touch me. There wasn't a Meta Knight that could touch me. I was literally the Fox to watch versus Meta Knight at this time. And so I almost beat Mewtwo King that tournament, but I side beat through Delfino and died. So that's how that ended, and that was heartbreaking. But up to that point, I noticed that my doubles placings, I was getting top 2, top 4 with J-Band, and that was a sign, because doubles is what actually helped me get better the fastest, because I had to react faster, I had to learn faster, I had a partner depending on me. I love doubles, guys, because doubles is it's the best to me. I love fighting for a friend. I can't stress that enough. I love having teamwork. I love comboing together. I love that type of stuff. And I just I can't. I love doubles. But let me not get sidetracked. So yeah, I lost to Meats King at that tournament. Heartbreaking, but you know, every time I played him after that, I always got close. And then there was a time at this tournament where I ran train, guys. I got 5th. I beat Nairo, I beat Snakey, I was beating all these people, and I did it with Fox. It was godlike. Seriously, it was godlike. That was like, and then Will. That's the first time I fought Will, and he beat me. But that set was legendary because everybody was watching me. Those players, those top players that I was watching, they were watching me for once. And I couldn't believe that. That was the best feeling ever. Those people I idolized were actually behind me watching me play. And I got to show off, you know, just what I was made of at that time. And then, guys, just this progression that I was going through over and over and over is just, it was mind-boggling. I couldn't believe that this was actually happening. Like, I was becoming known in the competitive Smash scene because Smash Brothers is my all-time favorite video game series. And so, to be the best at something that I loved so much, it was just mind-boggling, because I can tell you guys about all these tournaments and how I was getting better, but you also have to take into account just the interactions I've had with people, the offline, just eating out at diners after tournaments with people, getting to know more players, the experiences, making more friends. I remember Keitaro even earlier on. I met Keitaro through J-Ban, and Keitaro destroyed me in tournament 2. Literally destroyed. He beat me so bad he didn't need to go Falco. He just went Marth and destroyed me. And I can tell you right now, guys, that's the only time Keitaro ever beat me, because after that, beat him every single time. I've definitely beaten him over 10 times in Brawl, and he's only got that one win on me. But like, literally, the progression is showing, guys. So I begin to travel more. I'm traveling out of state now to play more people. You know, I'm getting better. NAKAT is getting put on the map. Guys, watch out for NAKAT. People are talking about me online. I see myself being talked about on Smash boards. People are talking about, you know, Fox, and I'm putting Fox on the map. I'm helping Fox get results. I have a Meta Knight that's kind of doing things as well, but I don't really care about Meta Knight. And then, throughout all that success, I start getting chain grabbed. People play me, Pikachu. People play me, Sheik, F-Tilt lock me. People play me, Ice Climbers. And then Fox starts to lose. And so, I can't take it anymore. I go through it for about like 3 weeks, and this is what's happening to me. And I need to make a change now, because I still want to remain relevant and I still want to win. And I dibble and dabbled with Ice Climbers because I thought the chain grabs were really cool. Like, that was cool. How did you do that? And so I dibble dabbled with Ice Climbers. I pulled Ice Climbers out, knowing I didn't know how to fully chain grab, but I'm going to ditto these people so I can at least counterpick them for counterpicking me. And what happened? I beat them with Ice Climbers. Ice Climber ditto, I won. Ice Climber versus Pikachu, Sheik, I made sure I knew those chain grabs at least, and I beat them. And then those guys started to complain after they were counterpicking me. Are you serious? And this is how Ice Climbers come to birth, guys. But before I get into that, let me talk about my crew. Because my crew is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, inspiration in Smash to me. Because instead of fighting for myself, I now have a group of people behind me that I'm also fighting for. And Leap of Faith, I won't tell you how every member came to be in the crew, but Leap of Faith is a crew. It's a family, actually. It's me, Keitaro, Zenodo, I still count JB Andrew, Pee-wee, False, Troncat, Hakaru, Zadik. I feel like I'm missing somebody too. Yeah, so it's me, Keitaro, False, Pee-wee, Zenodo, Zadik, Hakaru, Troncat. That's 8, and I still count J-Ban. So no, I had it right the first time. And that's a family, guys, and we all literally practice together all the time, went to tournaments all the time, teamed with each other. Like, that was that. Like, that was the group, and people were now watching us because our crew, Leap of Faith, oh, that's stacked, man, that's stacked. And over time, when we got more members, we became more stronger. But they started taking me out of state because I was the creator of the crew. Pee-wee also, both co-creators, as well as JB Andrew. And through this time is when Ice Climbers came to fruition because I was getting counterpicked. So I played Ice Climbers, right? And I was like, you know what? Since people can do this and I just beat these guys, why don't I keep using Ice Climbers? So I kept using Ice Climbers, and I kept using them and using them and using them. And I literally practiced that chain grab, I kid you not, on every single character for 3 hours a day. I practiced the chain grab trying not to mess it up. And if I did mess it up, that was 10 push-ups. Because I wanted to be perfect with ice climbers. I didn't want to drop grabs. Because at that crucial moment in tournament, if you drop a grab on Mewtwo King, you risk the entire game off of that drop chain grab, and you don't want that to happen. You need to close it out at all costs. So I try-harded so hard with the chain grab, and I mastered it. I learned it. Variations, everything. I've studied 9B. I asked Vinny for advice. Like, literally, I put my all into that character. And I still had Fox, and my Fox was getting better as well. Because everything I learned as Fox and Ice Climbers, I meshed them together to do that. And I got way better with both characters. And then I started to beat top players. Not only with Ice Climbers, I was taking names Fox too, but Ice Climbers were definitely my best character, and I was taking names, and I started to beat everybody I looked up to. And then NAKAT was now a national threat. This definitely happened, I'd say probably late 2011 to 2012 and up. That is when NAKAT became a national threat, and I started beating Mewtwo King, Allies, Zero, Anti, ADHD, you name it. I got Vinny was actually one of the hardest people for me to fight in Brawl, so his record versus me is really good. Like, he was beating me, but I did manage to beat him one time, and I was, you know, happy with that. But I beat everybody, literally Mr. R, everybody around, beat him, and I was happy about that because people were now recognizing me really hard now. Because people that knew me before when I was a zero now saw the same guy as a top player, and that's literally, I guess, inspiring to people to know the person that was once nothing and to see them as something now, and to see them in the position that they're in is just motivation all in itself. And I had a crew that was also picking up in skill as well. False was getting better because False was a zero, and now look at False now. False is amazing. And then when J-Ban couldn't attend tournaments that much, me and False started the team, and then that became the NAKAT and False team that you guys see now. Because False joined the scene in 2011, and Leap of Faith started in December 2010. So we've been around for a long time, and we've gained members along the way. But False was the one guy that literally in teams made me feel perfect in a sense where I'm in False's head 24/7, he's in my head 24/7, and so that was just, I don't know, something about False just makes him the perfect partner for me. And that's great, because I needed that, because I still cared about doubles the most. I love doubles the most. But, you know, at national tournaments, people play NAKAT. Oh my god, shit, I have to play NAKAT, what do I do? And then, you didn't hear that back in the day. You heard NAKAT, easy win. That's not what I wanted. I wanted people to hear NAKAT and be afraid, or just at least respect me, respect my presence, and people were doing that now. And that was great, man. That's all I wanted, really. But then, those top players that I once respected so much, I threw that out the window. Sure, I definitely still respected them, and that's cool, but the admiration was gone. Why? Because I reached that top player level, and I wanted to be the best in the world. So, in order to do that, I need to put away all emotions that I had for these people once when I was bad, and I just want to beat them. When I go into tournament, my mindset is to destroy. I don't want to make the match close. I want to destroy them. So I never looked at Mewtwo King with fear, like, damn, I have to play Mewtwo King. Oh, my attitude was, I have to play Mewtwo King, I'm going to beat him. I have to play Ally, Snake sucks, I got this. That was my attitude. I just wanted to obliterate. That's it, guys. That's my attitude. Go into a tournament, I can win. No matter what. I don't care who I play, I can do it. And I'm still the same way. Like, I love all these guys. These guys are my friends outside of tournament. Well, when it's in tournament and it's time to get that first place prize, I want to destroy you. I want to win. I want you to lose at all costs. And that's the attitude I go in with in tournaments. But I learned all of this from Brawl, and I learned how to be a more confident, stronger person in Brawl as well. Because literally that community and that game shaped me sort of into the guy that I am today. And those top players that I watched once, all now watch me. All have to respect me whether they don't want to or not. Because I did something that can't be overlooked. I literally literally am the walking example, such as Mutaking himself as well, of a nobody becoming a somebody. I am. That guy that got double 3-stocked and was losing and getting obliterated at tournaments became one of the best players in the world. And I feel like you guys sitting at home watching the stream can also do that too. You can. Like, everybody has some sort of potential in them. They just have to find the way to unlock it. And of course, you can try to apply the strategies I did throughout my career, but it might not work for you. You might work a different way, and that's totally fine. But it's up to you to find that in yourself. And that's what, like, you know, that's why I enjoy doing Zero to Hero. That's why I enjoy having an informative stream. I enjoy helping players get better, because I did not really have this when I was coming up. And I want to see somebody come up and take me out the same way I started doing that to people I looked up to. Because literally, there can be a NAKAT number 2 waiting to do the same thing to me and try to take, you know, the established place that I've made for myself. And to be honest, that would be a thrill and inspirational to me in its sense, because that would be me fighting me in a sense, and I would really love for that to happen. And that could be one of you guys in this chat right now, and I'll never know it until I see you guys at an offline tournament. So please, man, if I've asked you anything at all, please come to an offline tournament and join the offline scene. I'm telling you, man, you will spend the best years of your life with actual Smash players. And if your parents or what are holding you back from coming to tournaments because you're too young, show them this video, because I'm going to put this on YouTube. You can show them this and let them hear the story to see that you guys can, you know, you guys can be a part of something great like this. Like the community, we are a great community. This community is tight-knit. It's like a family. Like, I owe so much to the Smash community and to so many people in the Smash community for everything they've done for me in my life. As well as the game in general. The game that I love so much became more than a game. This is a lifestyle now. As well as going to college, doing everything else I do, this game has become part of my life. It's not just a game anymore, and that's not a bad thing, because there are so many worse things you could be doing out and about in the streets, especially if you live in an urban area. Like, guys, I don't come from the richest area. I live in a nice area now, but I'm one town away from the ghetto, and let me tell you guys, I used to live in the ghetto. It is not the place you want to be. I could have been a totally different person if I let the streets raise me, but instead I let Smash do it. But yeah, I definitely left out stuff in my upbringing, you know, because it's so long. Like, I have so many experiences from tournaments, but hopefully you guys catch the gist of where I'm getting at with how NAKAT came to be. And hopefully this inspired some of you guys, because I would love to see you guys come to tournaments. I would love it. I would love to see you guys take your presence and make it be known in the offline scene. Yeah, man, I owe so much to the game. And to all the players that I used to watch, used to get beat by, destroyed by, I'd say. I owe it to my crew. I just owe it. Like, I can literally sit here and do this for free all day. Not all day, because, you know, I have to eat, live, and do other stuff, and I don't want my eyes to fall out. But I can, this doesn't bore me. I'll play anybody at any level. I'll try to help you. I'll do anything. I love this game, and I love the community behind it. And the newer players, I feel like they don't understand or see their position in this community, but the newer players, the lower level players, you guys craft this community, because we need you guys to continue entering. We need you guys to raise up. We need you guys to be examples for the next generation of Smashers that come through when our generation has to move on in life and won't necessarily have enough time to play the game as much or attend things anymore. You guys play probably the most important role, and the top players, we play that figure. We're that role model, I guess. You know, we have to watch the things we say, in a sense, because they can be taken to heart or misleading, stuff like that. But we also need to help, and that's what we don't do. And that's why I'm trying to spearhead that in terms of helping, like, newer players get into the scene, helping you guys learn how to get better at the game. Like, editing those videos and stuff takes a lot of time, but I don't mind doing that. Because sure, you make money off of streaming, you make money off of YouTube, that's nice. That's not the point in all of this. For some of us at least. I don't care about the money. But if anything, I put this money back to the streams. Trying to make it better. Because I enjoy you guys, I enjoy doing this. Shit, I love this community, I love you guys. Like, I don't mind doing this. Oh god. No, lag. Alright, we out. But yeah, I feel like more top players really need to do this, and for the right reasons at that. Because if you care only about the money, I feel like you won't put your all into it. You'll do just enough to get what you want, and then bleh. Everybody deserves a chance, in my opinion. No matter what level you're at. Because at the end of the day, once we're outside of this game, you and I are just equal people. I can be better at you, well, better than you at this game all I want. That doesn't change the fact that we're both human at the end of the day. And that's going to be the end of this speech, guys. Because I literally just got super caught up in it. But hopefully this inspired you guys. And I'll definitely put it on YouTube for those to watch. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys for listening, though. Great crowd. Ooh.